I believed everything we had was less. So young and naive of me to think she was from your past. Silly of me to dream of one day having your kiss. Love is so blind, it feels right.
Welcome back, y'all. Episode 3, Till the Sun Comes. It's your legendary host, Miles T. Lawson, and I am here with episode 3, season 1, I Believe, with Wendy. This week's special guest, Wendy Riggins Ashley, born in Sylacauga, Alabama, 256, moved at a very young age to the Flower City, aka Rochester, New York. Shout out 585. Where she was raised. Throughout Wendy's life, she went through some series of depression and anxiety. The one outlet that Wendy did find was the joy of entertainment. Throughout the past 10 plus years, Wendy has developed a morning inspirational show titled Morning Coffee with Wendy, airing live on Facebook, now currently on TikTok and Instagram and YouTube as well, and many other sources. Wendy dreams of writing a book, Life After the Pain, and also becoming a talk show host. Wendy is a grandmother, mother, sister, auntie, cousin, and friend to many, and inspiration to many as well. Wendy has been in the nursing industry with her hands in the nursing industry, taking care of all the elderly for past 30 years. With years of experience behind her back, she's ready for it all. Introducing my very own auntie, Wendy.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Trishawn, for having me.
Yes, it's a pleasure. I'm so happy that the world gets to see and gets to hear that why I'm laughing all the time so much, y'all. Me and this lady, we stay on the phone 7 or 8 times a day. And
Yes,
so
we do.
y'all gonna understand what I mean. And so if y'all haven't, known my family and my family, we all like are low-key comedians. We all make each other laugh and stuff like that, but it's something in particular special about K9's daughter, Wendy Riggins. I'm telling you right now, she has always
Oh,
been an entertainer. And so my thing about it is, I wonder, where did it all start from? So Wendy, can I ask you a question? When did you
yes.
know you wanted to be an entertainer?
When did I know? I think back when I was in high school, back in the 80s, I was on stage and I did a show with I'll never forget Lewis. It was
Uh,
a LL Cool J song, and it was I Need Love Now. And they had the bed out on the stage. I had a teddy bear, I had a pen and paper, and he was singing some verses, and so was I. And what inspired me to do entertainment was just hearing the crowd at Benjamin
mm.
Franklin High School where I went, just hearing the crowd cheer me on. And then I end up winning first place. It was mind blowing.
Oh my goodness. First place, like
Yes.
y'all was at the Grammys. Y'all was cutting up on stage.
Yes, we were. And we won first place. And it was just looking out in the crowd and just hearing everybody cheer us on. And come to
Wow.
find out, we won first place back in the 80s. Yes, at Benjamin Franklin
Wow.
High School. Yes.
Well, that is
Mm-hmm.
a flashback for y'all, and that's a throwback as well. I love it in the 80s. So now, Wendy, I've been following y'all, so y'all don't know. Wendy has, like I said, she has a morning inspirational show self-titled Morning Coffee with Wendy. Now, I have been watching for the past decade and more, and everybody has been watching that I know, and I've got some of my friends and all type of people to get on Facebook. If you have a Facebook page, look her up, Wendy Riggins Ashley. She's on there. She's been doing this show faithfully. And so I want to know the makings of Morning Coffee. Where did the idea come from? Like, this is such an iconic show. So many people have tuned in over the years. I just want to know, where did the idea stem from?
Well, the idea came from back in, I think it was February the 8th, back from, I think it was 2014 or 15.
Mm-hmm.
It came from me and my prophet, Daryl Keith, PDMK, down there in Alpine, Alabama. He
Mm.
said, we're going to name your show Morning Coffee with Wendy.
Wow.
And that's where it came from, actually, back February the 8th. It was either 2014 or 2015.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, yes, the
Wow.
morning coffee show. And I love just spreading God's word.
Mm-hmm.
I love what I read in the Bible. It's so fulfilling. And then just to be able to share it with the world, because
Right.
a lot of people don't read the Bible. But I always
Mm-hmm.
say if I could just touch one person, get through
Yes.
to one person, that right there would be a blessing for me. Let
Mm-hmm.
known them, you know,
Right.
just sharing God's word. I love it.
I love that. I love that. So now you've been doing morning coffee, Wendy, for over the past 10 years. And so I
Yes.
wonder, do you ever get frustrated with it? Because I know it could be sometimes, us as humans, we get into that mindset of that, we're doing something and somebody else is doing something similar. So we kind of like not want to compare ourselves to them, but we all fall for it. We all compare ourselves to someone else talk show, somebody else is doing it and they've been doing it for a year and they just blow up out of nowhere. So for you doing it for the past decade, have you ever got frustrated with the process with it?
Well, actually, no, I never got frustrated with doing the morning coffee show and spreading God's word because I'm telling you, when I'm into that word and giving the word out, I always feel this presence over me. And
Mm-hmm.
God, He'll give you peace that suppresses all understanding. And
Mm-hmm.
so, no, I never get frustrated with doing the work of God. That's probably why I just stay at it each and every morning before I go to work. It's a habit now. Once I get up
Mm-hmm.
and get dressed, I come downstairs, I read the word, and then it's like I go live and
Mm-hmm.
share it with the peoples. I love it. No, never have not once gotten frustrated with it. No.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And now your show, of course, we talking about now. Listen, y'all, I have watched the show, like I said, and some days I'm sitting there and I'm now behold the lamb, and then the next day, this is my lifestyle. We rapping. So you just never know what way the show is gonna go. And I always tell my auntie all the time, I tell Wendy, I said, listen, this is a non-traditional type of thing. Because you don't know if one day you're singing the Clark Systems, He Brought the Sunshine, or the next day it's Rick Ross and we Chris Brown, that's my main chick.
Uh-huh.
So, so even though your morning coffee show is geared towards spiritual and you still play trap, hip hop, rap, R&B, pop, what do you consider your show? If you had a genre to push it to, what would you put it on?
What would I put it on? Well, first of
Yes.
all, I consider my show as spiritual for the most part.
Okay.
And I could say that God, He's still working on me. And my show
Yes.
is good vibes only,
Yes.
positive energy. I
Mhm.
love music, I love to dance, and I love any kind of music.
Right.
Music is good for my soul. Music
Mhm.
make me happy. So it
Mhm.
depends on whatever kind of mood I'm in, that's the type of music I'm going to play. But first and foremost, I do give the word. And once I give the word and once I start playing music, it's like it's my happy place. So my
Yes.
show is spiritual, but God, He's still working on me. I love all type of music. So there's no telling what I'm going to play that morning. So you have to stay tuned in to just wait and
You
listen.
you do. You do. You do because you don't know. I'm telling you, it's not like a playlist that you come into service tomorrow. We gonna turn to chapter this. It's whatever chapter. She just doesn't go in order. So you could start on Genesis and be in Revelations the next day with something else from Snoop Dogg. So it doesn't matter. So
Oh my
it doesn't
goodness.
matter. But another thing is you have to be on time because this woman wakes up early, and I mean before the roosters. Now, this lady is up at 3 and 4 o'clock getting ready and prepared. And I'm not talking coming in some pajamas to morning coffee. Morning coffee is well suited and well rested.
Yes.
She what you've been in the nursing industry, you wear your scrubs, but you don't just wear any scrubs. A lot of people they wear their scrubs and it looks like they just probably wore them yesterday, but they're just getting back up to work and hey, that's their thing. But morning coffee is gonna make sure her scrubs are matching down all the way to the lipstick. and the hair is
Yes.
up. The hair is up or the hair is down, whatever she's feeling. And I mean skating Skating, not literally, but skating across her living room or dining room or kitchen, whatever location she prefers. So I will
Yes.
say, now when I
Mhm.
look at the times of all these years, you usually say about 5:20, 5:30 a.m. or
Yeah.
something like that. Why do you get up so early? And have you ever considered doing like evening coffee, Wendy? Some of us get off later, some of us wake up late.
Well, I get up early because I'm an early riser. I get plenty of rest, and I'm actually a morning person. No, I never considered doing evening coffee with Wendy because by that time I'm in bed. I'm a morning person. I have to be to work at 6 a.m. So mornings work better for me. No, I'm
Right.
sorry. There's no way I would be able to do an evening coffee with Wendy. Absolutely not. I'm sorry. That wouldn't work for me.
Winnie, you be in bed. And Winnie, what time are we expecting you to be in bed? About 10 or 11 or what?
Absolutely not. That's too late. If I'm not working my second job, I would say I lay it down at 8 p.m. 8 p.m.
Okay, that's
Yes.
pretty reasonable. 8 p.m. is pretty good. Okay,
Hmm.
yeah, so that's good. Well, we wish all success to Morning Coffee. Morning Coffee has honestly, it has grossed a lot of different audiences, touched a lot of different people, and it is touching me. I sometimes get up and like myself, I don't read the Bible, but I know and believe everything that he's saying out of it. And I have read a few scriptures. I know that Morning Coffee is worth getting up and watching at 5:30 a.m. So if
Oh,
y'all still sleepy, I'm telling you right now, it's a waker upper.
thank you. Thank you so
and
much, nephew.
and so now what are we now, Wendy? So for you being out here in Rochester, are you single? Are you dating? Or what's going on?
For the most part, I'm single. I'm
Okay.
single and I'm not dating.
Mhm.
I'm not dating. I'm just taking one day at a time and just waiting patiently.
Right. Now before, a few years back, we were introduced to Morning Coffee with Wendy Riggins Ashley. You were married. You were married for 21 years. And so, of course, we watch you manifest over your marriage, pray over your marriage and all that. But unfortunately, it had to come to ends. But it's okay. You were married 21 years. You tried to make your relationship work, but it didn't. Do you feel like you wasted a lot of time and do you regret it?
Well, I feel like, yes, I wasted a lot of time, but
Mhm.
it taught me so much. You can't help someone who doesn't want to be helped.
Mm.
No, I have no regrets, because I learned from that. Just being in a
Yes.
marriage for 21 years, it didn't work, but I learned over the years that person have to want to help theirself. And no matter what I did, trying to help my husband, telling them, hey,
Hmm.
you need to get some help. I'm going to be here for you. But
Right.
I learned you can't help someone who don't want to be helped.
Right.
So with that being said, the marriage didn't work because he needed help, but he didn't
Right.
want to get help. And I
Right.
was losing myself worrying
Yes.
about him and trying to make sure he was okay.
Right.
So
Right.
it just didn't work. But I don't regret any of it because it taught me a whole lot. It taught me a lot.
That's amazing. Yeah. No, I can't imagine. 21 years, I can't keep somebody for 2 days, let alone 2 weeks. So
Oh my goodness.
congratulations is in order for you.
Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious.
That is
Mm.
great. So that's
Yes.
good. That's good that you do learn a lot because as I'm learning, as I'm still growing as well as a young gentleman myself, I have learned, like you just said, you can't help someone that doesn't want to be helped. And I have tried to, do my share of helping people and explaining to them and just common sense stuff. And maybe sometimes common is not common anymore. So moving along is always good as well. So that's
Yes.
good.
Uh-huh.
So now with that being said, now you out here and the Tinder Street of Rochester, New York. You ain't on Tinder or you ain't on Christian Mingle or anywhere else, blackpeoplemeet.com. So somebody needs to, come on. Or do you want to get married again? I know a lot of people when they go through these divorces or after a long time, they're kind of stubborn. So I figure, do you want to get married again? And do you believe in love at first sight?
Well, yes, I would love to get married again. Just because my first marriage didn't work after 21 years one monkey doesn't stop no show. So you have to keep it
Yes.
moving. So yes, I
Hey.
do plan to get married again because I don't believe in shacking up.
Mm.
God would not be pleased with that. So
Yes.
I plan to get married again when the time is right. I know he's out there. I'm praying
Uh,
for my husband who I've never
yes.
met, but he's out there, and it's always someone for everyone. And yes,
Yes.
I believe that love at first sight. I really feel like if you meet someone and you could
Mm-hmm.
just sit there and talk all day, half the night, and just have a genuine conversation, a good conversation about life,
Mm.
there is. I believe in love at first sight. You'll know. You'll know.
Yeah.
You will know when you meet that person. You will know. Believe me, you will know.
And I'm
Yeah.
talking about just having simple conversation where you can just go out, nothing nasty, R-rated included. Just, I mean, at the grocery store, just having a good time grocery shopping,
Oh
and
yes.
at the library,
Mm-hmm.
picking out books, at the movies, just having a good, grown up conversation and, without anything attached. That I feel like that's when it's more to it. I can believe that.
And so do I. And to me, it's the
Yes.
simple things, like you
It's the
said,
simple
even
things.
at the grocery store. Just talking about the potatoes or the onions, or
Yes.
at the library, just going there reading a book. I mean, I love to go in Starbucks and I'll sit there on my days off work. I'll sit there and
Mm-hmm.
just read, read and drink
Yes.
coffee. I enjoy little things like that. For me, it's the small things that makes all the difference in the world.
It's
The
always
small
as
things.
simple. I don't know why. And so you wouldn't consider yourself to be somebody, a materialistic girl. They don't have to go get you acrylic nails every week, and you don't gotta go and pimp out your car. You need red seats and all that. You don't need all that hot girl stuff.
I'm not into any of that. I wear my own nails. I am a country girl trying to get used to this city life. I'm a country girl. And right now, I'm looking for me a little pickup truck. I love to wear my cowboy hats and I love to wear my boots and my blue jeans and a simple t-shirt. I'm not into any of that. No acrylic nails, none of that. No, I'm going to polish my own nails with my own nail polish and be happy with that. I'm very, very simple. Very simple.
A plain Jane.
Very simple.
A plain Jane, they would say, right?
I'm a plain Jane. Yes. Plain Jane.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Hey, y'all better listen now. The Jay Morris group, they said she got that faux. Wendy got that faux. Now she got her own car, her own job. Listen, you cannot go wrong with a country girl getting ready for that city life. Okay?
Absolutely, nephew. Absolutely.
Now, I would say here, now throughout all your life and just seeing all this, who is somebody like, we all have a superhero. So who is somebody that you can say that has inspired you in your life?
Someone who's inspired me would be Tahaji P. Henson. You know, she played on Empire as Cookie, but I just
Yes.
love her. I love her
Oh, I
story.
love her so much.
She moved from Washington, D.C., with $700. And I
Oh,
think she told her
yes.
dad she was going to Hollywood. And it's like,
Mhm.
look at her now. I mean, if she could pick up her and her son and
Yes.
moved from Washington to Hollywood with $700. She kept her faith up. She believed in it. And now it's just like she's all over. She's all over the TVs. She's on the billboards. I mean, she is the one who inspired me. And I feel like if Tahaji could do it, I could do it. And I really feel like you could do anything you put your mind to. And you have to speak those things that are not seen and just believe
Absolutely.
it. You just have to believe it. You could do it. You could do
You
it.
have to. You really have to.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yes.
a lot of things that like that they're not, you haven't spoke it yet, so that's why
Mm-hmm.
it's not coming. You haven't spoke it,
Yes.
so I definitely believe that, and I absolutely love her story. She was young and she had a son young. I mean, she had a very young child, and she packed up and was out of there. She was tired, she wanted more, and she's always
Yes.
been a go-getter, and I like somebody very goal driven and
Yes.
wanting for more. So yeah, she's
Mm-hmm.
definitely one of my inspirations as well. Now,
Yes.
years ago, you teased to us that you were, thinking about and had dreams of always writing a book. Now, the book you told us on Facebook on the your morning coffee show, you told us one year before was called Life After the Pain. you always had dreams of making your book titled Life After the Pain. And so now, of course, viewers and I want to know more insight on what would that book be about.
What would my book be about? Life after the
Yes.
pain. My book would be about everyday life struggles, marriage,
Mm,
friendship, jobs, family, and relationships. That's
mhm.
what I have learned throughout my 52 years. You know,
Wow.
life after the pain. My book would definitely be Life After the Pain because it's like everyday life, going through the
Yes.
struggles, just
Yeah.
trying to make ends meet, trying to pay your bills, going through a marriage that you want to work, but
Yes.
it has to be two wanting that marriage to work, not one person. And just
Absolutely.
friendships, when you get closer to God, a lot of people are gonna fall off. A lot of your friends,
Yes.
you're gonna lose a lot of people's,
Hmm.
and then like on your job, being on a job, for so long, you see so much. And it's like I
Yes.
feel like if you're not in that clique, it's
Mm.
like you can't climb that ladder. And I'm in no one's clique. I'm my own person. I do my own
Absolutely.
thing, and
Tuh.
then like with family, you have to deal with all type of family members.
Hmm. Hmm.
I like to deal with the family members who encourage me, not the one who always want to break you down
Hmm.
and just always having negative things to say. I like to be around people who's gonna encourage you, people who's gonna lift you up, people who's going to speak life into you, because a lot of times we need someone to be there who's going to speak life into us,
Right.
especially when
Right.
you're down.
Especially
So
when you're down.
yes, that book is coming, Life After the Pain, Everyday
Wow.
Struggle. Yes.
And I
Mm-hmm.
think everybody can relate to that. And we're manifesting when that book comes, it's a number one best book seller. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all can relate to life after the pain, even when you don't even see the pain, or even when you don't even see the light, it's always at the end. And I love that you refer to things, it's beauty after the struggle.
Yes.
It's
Uh-huh.
beauty in it. And so that's amazing. And I want to tell you, I have really just enjoyed this episode. I mean, I'm on episode 3 now of my podcast, Till the Sun Comes, and I couldn't think of nobody else better to bring on than you, Wendy, my auntie. I love you so much.
I
And I'm
love you
so
too. And thanks for thinking of me and having me on. I really have enjoyed it.
Absolutely. This is going to be amazing. I can't wait for everybody else to hear it. For they can get more insight on Miss Wendy Riggins Ashley. And I want to let y'all know, y'all can find her. You're Wendy, you still on Morning Coffee, right? The show ain't over, right?
The show is not over. No, absolutely not. It's still going.
Yes, it's still going. So now, if
Yes.
y'all see it and y'all ready for it, it's on there. Now I'm letting you know. Don't go on Morning Coffee in the waiting room on Facebook waiting, saying that she posting at 10 o'clock. Morning Coffee is closed for the evening and she's in bed and she sleep. Okay, so
Yes,
so
that's
I
right.
will let you know she is resuming business hours at 5. So be waiting
Yes,
at 5 on her live, waiting for her to go, because you just don't know. And I'm telling you, it's no sneak peeks in this show. You have to wake up and literally tune in and see what's the vibe. Either it's sitting down, standing up, dancing, I don't know, outside. It's just different things. She has been
yes,
sweeping, shoveling, painting. I mean, this show has a lot of different courses to the episodes.
it
But I
sure
want to
does.
say we have definitely enjoyed you. I have enjoyed you, and I appreciate you. And we love you so much. And thank you for coming on the podcast. Till the sun come, and the sun is coming. All right, now bye for now, y'all. Woo!
Okay, thank you. Love
Yep,
you.
love you too.
Okay, bye bye.